Hi, so Dr. D here. We had visits today from some Year 12 students and they're obviously doing their A-levels, doing their diplomas, etc. and they're looking forward to coming to university. And some of the questions they asked made me realise again some of the terms that we use that people don't necessarily know, they're not necessarily familiar with. One of the questions that they asked was, what's the difference between a lecture and a seminar? And so I thought I'd just take a min to explain that in case it's any use to you. So a lecture, in essence, is one person that is going to be in a classroom or in a big hall telling people a load of information. Usually if you see kind of on the news or in films, if they talk about university, you'll see that there's somebody standing at the front, a tutor or a teacher standing at the front, and then often they have, a lecture theatre that's a bit like a theatre where you've got all the seats ramped up and there's lots of people sitting there, and they're in essence just listening to what's being said. There's not a lot of interaction. Some tutors are more interactive than others, so some tutors might ask you a question or might ask for a response, but usually it's a way of getting information across to a lot of people quite quickly. There's usually some kind of presentation associated with it. It might be a PowerPoint or a Prezi or something like that. And my top tip for lectures would be, don't try and copy down everything off the presentation. That presentation will be available somewhere else on the virtual learning environment of your institution. Try and listen to what the tutor is saying, the lecturer is saying, and write something down that they've said that isn't necessarily up on the slides, because that's the important stuff. The slide stuff will always be there. It's the additional bits that you want to try and add to, because that's what can't be captured on those slides. And also try and write those notes up as soon as your lecture is finished. Some lecturers are more, like I said, more interactive than others. I am a wanderer. I wave my arms around. I do have a bit of a chat with with the people in my lectures. Other people don't. But in essence, it's one person giving out a load of information. A seminar is much smaller, so it's perhaps 10 people, 10, 15, 20 people. The tutor is going to be there again, but this is where the interaction happens, yeah? So this is where you're going to take something from that lecture and you're going to start having a discussion about it. You're going to be asking questions about it. You'll be given some tasks to do that might relate to it. And that's where you get a chance to find out the kind of fine detail, to see what the current issues are, to talk to other people about it, to really explore in depth and get your understanding sorted around it. Seminars, again, they might have a presentation associated with them, they might not, but they are, in essence, you get into grips with your understanding of that issue. They're not going to be a lot of information given to you by a tutor. There's going to be tasks, there's going to be conversations, there's going to be mind maps, there's going to be all kinds of things going on, but much smaller, much more interactive. So in essence, that's it, yeah? The big difference is a lecture is just information and you need to be there and just try and grab some little bits to add to what's on the presentation. Seminar is where you get your chance to have a chat and find out more. I hope that's useful. If there's any more terms that you know that you've heard that you would think I might be able to help with, leave me a comment, drop me a line, let me know. See you soon. Bye.